Hello guys, welcome to Chess Journey. In today's video, we are going to see Scandinavian defense, also known as center counter defense or center counter game. Scandinavian defense is characterized by move e4, d5. The main idea behind d5 move is take control of center and undermine the e4 pawn. Most probably in 9 out of 10 games, white will capture the d5 pawn and later on black can continue with recapturing pawn back with queen or taking out king's knight. We will see all the possibilities one by one. Let's take a look at queen captures on d5. Here white can take out knights or light square bishop, or one can simply continue with d4 move. But knight to c3 move is very effective, as it attacks the queen and also takes the center squares. After this we can take the queen back to origin, or move the queen to a5 or d6. Also one can give check on e5, but after bishop to e2 blocking check, knight to f3 is coming. So black has to again move the queen, and on alternative turns white can rapidly develop the position. Therefore you should avoid that. Keeping queen on same file with d6 or d7 will block the bishop's path. So queen to d8 or a5 are best continuation for black. Now let's see queen d8 variation. It is a very passive response but keeps the queen on safe square. Then white can play bishop to c4 with idea of clearing king side for castle and also developing a minor piece. Knight f6, knight f3, knight c3, forming 4 knight structure. White castle on king side, bishop to g4, winning knight along queen's diagonal. h3, bishop back on f5, rook e5 controlling open file, e6, and after this equal game for both sides. Additionally, in this position black have a knight and light square bishop on king side, and if queen comes on d6, it will create pressure on white king side. So white have to be more careful. And if white tries to deflect the bishop and plays knight to h4, then simply capture the pawn on h3 with bishop. G cross h3, queen to d4, attack on both bishop and knight. Knight back to g2 to cover the open king's position, queen cross c4, capturing the piece back. Moreover, a quite better position for black. Second possibility is classical queen a5 move. This is most popular option. The variation continues with d4, c6, bishop c4, bishop f5, knight f3, knight f6, controlling alternate square, bishop d2, e6. Just take a look at board. White have developed all minor pieces and ready for castle. But at the black side, we have solid structure with strong c6 and e6 pawns. And these pawns will not allow any advanced movement of white's minor pieces. Therefore, only moves left for white are castle or knight e5. If white continue with knight e5, then simply bishop to b4, gaining tempo on queen's knight, and later we can castle on king side. Or if white castle on king side, then we can keep the tension by pushing pawns on g and h5. Back to second move, black can also go for knight f6, planning to take pawn back on next move. This is very passive response from black side. So to continue with equal development, white should give up the extra pawn. In general, if white plays knight to c3 supporting move, then c6, and as pawn captures on c6, then simply knight recaptures with taking lead in development at the cost of single pawn. Another possibility in Scandinavian defense is white choose to avoid main line and continue with d3. Then just capture the center pawn and later on continue with development. White can also go for f3. Here also you can make pawn exchange e5, and after this you can put pressure along king side to exploit the open king's diagonal. Scandinavian defense is all about how black can build a strong center and get a better development at the cost of taking out queen early in game or giving up a pawn. If you really like that, then don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon. Before ending, here is a puzzle for you. Find best move continuation for black. Try to answer this in comment section below. Thank you for watching. Bye.